Hey, I need one without ice so I can muddle the thing. Hey everybody, it is 4 o'clock. It's actually 4:03. Time for the 4 o'clock walk. Hello. Today I am going to be making an orange drop, not a lemon drop. So as soon as I get my little shaker in here, I'll do it inside the shaker, it's fine. I'm gonna add, first of all, I'm gonna squeeze fresh orange juice in here. I'm doing it this way just so I can show you guys. I like to use my squeezer. So we're gonna squeeze in this juice. Boom. And I'm gonna use about, maybe 4 half-up oranges. So I guess that's 2 whole oranges. Okay. So, and I left one of the peels in. Let that drain down. Because I'm going to muddle it along with some simple sugar, or you can use regular sugar. I don't like the granulations in it. Drives me batty. Last one. Nice and orangey. And it's nice fresh orange juice. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Okay? Now I'm going to add the simple sugar. You can make your own really, really easily. Okay? But I am going to use the store-bought kind just for time sake. I did 4 little squeezes in that. I'm going to take my muddler and I'm just going to get all that orange essence out, mix that in with the sugar, the simple sugar that we have. Okay, now time to add vodka. Won't he do it? So I'm making enough for about 4 people. You can't hear? You guys can't hear me? Somebody said they can hear me. All right, and so because I added so much vodka, I'm gonna do one more orange in there. Squeeze that in. Can you turn that television down for me, darling? Okay, so got that juice in there. Oh, I need some triple sec. Okay, so now I put 1, 2, 3. I put 4 mandarin and some napkins. I put 4 oranges in here, and I actually used mandarin oranges. I'm gonna add some triple sec. These people are not giving me a check, so I covered it up. It's an orange liqueur, and I'm actually gonna put a little bit of Grand Marnier in there as well. Yes, yes, and yes. The Grand Marnier, even though we did put the triple sec in, the Grand Marnier is gonna give it just a little bit more color and just a little bit more of that orangey flavor. Okay? Very easy, very simple. So I'm just gonna use my muddler again just to kind of stir it up. We don't want to use too many things here. Napkin, baby. And now we're going to put in some ice. Okay, so we're not going to shake this. We are going to stir. Some people say shaken, not stirred. I like stirred, not shaken. I'm going to wipe up my mess. I'm going to use a bleach towel in a minute because we don't want anything to be sticky. Wipe my hands. I'm going to use an old orange that I just used to rim my glass. I am making a orange drop instead of a lemon drop. I'm just using a regular little saucer that I have at home. I put some sugar on that. I'm rimming my glass with some sugar. Shake the rest of it off. And Just gonna pour this in. I should use my strainer, but I didn't. And you should garnish if you'd like, but I don't feel like eating garnish. I just want to drink my drink. Oh my God. And it is good. Who left? I want to know. Who said somebody just left? Y'all. Oh my God. Wait. No, that's good. It's a little strong. But good God from Zion. That is good. It is sugar on the rim. Put sugar on there. And if you can see my glasses, they say TEB on them. So, you know what, guys? I had an inspiration today. Can you wet this so I can wipe my hands off? I know you're about to eat, Mr. Tay. I'm sorry. I'm working on Mr. Tay's nerves, by the way. So, I still have Bar Chicks. Bar Chicks is opening in October in East Point. The one in Duluth is closed. But who cares? Because we're going to open in East Point, and it's right there on the same exit as Tyler Perry Studios. It's going to be absolutely amazing. How many of those get you litty lit? I mean, it depends on how strong of a pour it is. This is a strong pour. I'm going to be absolutely honest about it. And if you don't want it to be so strong, you can always add either more juice or you can add some sour mix. But to me, sour mix gives it like this artificial flavor. So that's why I actually use actual oranges. This is real mandarin orange that I squeeze into this, and it's absolutely amazing. I need to wipe my fingers. And it's good. I'm not even gonna lie. Hello, East Point City Councilman. Yes, please don't judge me. I promise, don't judge me after this, please. So we're really excited to be in East Point come October. I had a meeting with my attorney the other day, and Tavia Sweens. He's the best person in the whole business, if you ask me. Hopefully everything will go down the way we need it to, but you can have this drink as well as many others in Bar Chicks when we open up again in October. It's not time to apply yet, Angie, but when we do, I'm going to keep you in mind. I'm going to remember you. I have a pretty good memory most of the time when I'm not drinking. But so I was looking at Terry Vaughn the other day, and she was talking about the fact that she was just annoyed for like no reason. And she was like, no one has done anything to me. I'm just in this mood, and I figured out why. And she was like, it's because I'm going through menopause. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that yet, but I'm going to tell you, I can identify with her because it's like, sometimes I'm just mad. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed, and no one has done anything to me. And I am 45 years old, okay? I'm not even gonna lie about it because, first of all, I thank God for each and every year that He has given to me. So I'm 45 years old, and Lord, I thank you for all 45, and I ask you for another 45 more if I'm not, you know, asking for too much. But the hot flash game is real. Why you, wait, I have to address this, because sometimes I just get real tired of people asking stuff that they think I'm not going to address. Why, okay, I'm going to ask the question as it reads. Why you talk white, Trina? Talk black, Trina? Wow. First of all, I'm not even going to address, hey, Trey Ray. Hey, Tracy, my sister Tracy's on. Hey, I'm going to ask you to come on in a second. There is no such thing as white talk and black talk. There is a such thing as being grammatically correct. And I don't understand how you talk white and how you talk black. So if I were to go by society's way of thinking, would I have to talk ignorant to talk black? You need to check yourself, sis. I don't know. Hey, Rashan, I'm going to get you in a second. Hey, Stevie Bags. I love you, baby. The realness of the situation is to better yourself. So don't worry about my jargon. Don't worry about my vernacular. Oh, was that too big of a word? I'm sorry. I apologize. Next. So, with that, let me go and see what Rashan Ali first. I love you, Rashan. Where's Rashan? Where is Rashan Ali? All right, Rashan, I'm gonna turn this light on so I can see, because you know what it is.
Hey. Hi.
Hey,
Can you
sis.
see me good? Is it like bright?
And you look so amazing all the time. How do you do it?
Well, thank you. So do you, Trina Braxton
Beautiful.
Scales. Thank you. Am I?
Unreal.
It feels so dark. It feels dark in here. Is it lit? Is it lit?
Let me tell you something. Your light just permeates no matter what.
Thank you, Trina Braxton.
Hello, beautiful sis.
Hi.
Hello.
I don't have what you're drinking, but I do got a little something right here.
What drink you got in your cup?
This is a margarita, so of course I have tequila, as you call it.
Yes, a little bit of tequila. I'm telling you.
Yes.
A homemade orange drop.
Yes.
With my fresh squeezed oranges in there.
I saw it.
Yes, muddled it up with some simple syrup.
Yes.
Any sour mix in it is just fresh oranges muddled with some simple syrup and a little bit of vodka. Okay, a lot bit of vodka.
It's fine. It's Friday, baby. It's Friday. It's a good Friday too.
It's an amazing Friday.
Right. It is.
It
is.
So, sis, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
I'm the big 4 or 5. I've been blessed with 45 years walking this earth.
Amen.
Have you ever just been annoyed for no reason?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pause.
Well, I'm right on your heels. I'm 44, so I'll be 45 June 24th to be exact. I think I'm more moody just because I'm a Cancer and not so much of the menopause. But I'm not sure if I've truly identified with what those symptoms could be, because sometimes I do get a little warm, but it's not consistent enough for me to say I'm going through the change.
Woo! The change is real. Let me tell you, I get hot sweats. My poor husband, he says that I have the air on too low, and he was like, we're going to have to sleep in separate rooms because it's too cold in here, and I'm still hot. The truth.
Man.
Feeling these streets.
Yeah, I don't know. So you've been going in and out of mood spells, and obviously the temperature is changing.
It's more than the temperature changing. It's an internal temperature.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I
don't know.
I don't understand. But the thing is, I'm getting all hot and stuff, but I still, unfortunately, have a cycle. And I'm like, Mom, when is this going to change?
Right.
And I thank God right now that my mom is quarantining with me.
So she could talk you through this.
Listen.
Yeah.
And the Bible talks about it. The Bible talks about when a woman is passing her flower, that a man should be patient with her. The Bible, yes, I sure did get married. Won't he do it?
Yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And won't they say amen again? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And in my family, we have a lot of problems with endometriosis and all that stuff. So I can say this because they've said it before. So I'm not telling I'm just saying it because it's already happened. My mom had a hysterectomy already. Tony had a hysterectomy already. Tracy had a hysterectomy already. And so the only 3 left, it's Tawanda and Tamar and I who have not had hysterectomies. But I feel like it's still early for me because I am only 45.
Right.
Pretty early.
Right.
So to go through this, I almost want them to just go on and give me a hysterectomy because I would rather go through this.
Right.
Every room.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, and everybody has their own personal journey, but like, I think that we should at least try, like, to do certain things, to change your diet, to exercise more, to look at some alternative things that we could do for our bodies before we actually, have a hysterectomy. That's what I would suggest as your friend.
Yes. But as you know, I have had some fibroidal issues.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do know this.
But I did speak to my doctor, which I did. Thank you, Rashan.
Yes.
Because I can't have any more children.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have no desire to have any more children. I think it might be like one of the best things that I should do.
Well, I think as long as you do the research as to what could be, what you can experience after that, because obviously there'll be a shift in hormones and all of those types of things. Obviously, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but from what I've heard. So I just think that you should just be really careful as to not be so hasty with your decision to do that based on your body temperature or your mood swings, when I think you could probably do some things that will help curtail those or lessen the blow as to how they're making you feel.
Well, I could, when I spoke to my doctor, did say that I could get an ablation done.
Right.
And what do you mean stop eating loud? It's 4 o'clock rock. It's happy hour. You eat during happy hour. They're just peanuts. I can't eat peanuts.
Stop. Don't worry. Let's talk.
So anyway, I was thinking maybe an ablation, which is a great alternative from getting a full hysterectomy done.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking maybe I should try that. Someone said ablations is temporary relief, but right now I heard black cohosh vitamins help. Okay, I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah.
But it's so terrible. It's so horrifying, and it's such a terrible experience for me. And not to tell all of my business, but if I'm going to be transparent, I just feel like I have to be transparent with the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 7 whole days, like Toni Braxton, 7 whole days. It's like, that's a long time.
Right,
that's
right.
A whole week out of a month for me.
Yes. Somebody said, can you explain ablation? Like, do you know exactly what the procedure is?
An ablation
ablation.
I'm going to paraphrase this. So an ablation is when they kind of burn the layer of your uterus to help alleviate the fibroids and the long cycles and the heavy cycles. And I've been having heavy cycles since I started. So
wow.
I was 12 years old, and here I am at 45.
7 days since then, pretty much. Wow.
Yeah, so it burns a layer of your uterus, the endometrial layer.
Yeah. So have you thought about, like, maybe, I don't know, do they like an IUD, like Mirena or something like that, to stop the periods? Because usually, not stop them. When I was on Mirena, I didn't have a cycle for 5 years.
Well, I'm one of those people to where it just doesn't work for me. I've even been on the pill, and I'm one of those in-between bleeders. So even on the pill, I still bled during the pill.
Wow.
Alcohol make it worse. I'm going to tell you something about alcohol for me, actually. Alcohol thins the blood. You can do your own research on it. And I have what they call sticky blood. We have a lot of autoimmune issues in my family. Mm-hmm. And from my mom actually, Tawana is the only one that does not have sticky blood in the family. Tawana's like a freak of nature. Tawana never has anything wrong with her. But with my thick, sticky, coagulative blood, actually drinking alcohol actually helps me to thin it.
Oh, wow.
It's not an excuse. There's never an excuse to drink excessively. But a glass of every night would be actually great for me.
Right.
But I just kind of pour wine into the same glass, which is 1 glass of wine for me.
It's totally fine. Hey, you do what you do, boo. It's all good. Because the way my wine consumption has been over these quarantine streets, I had to look at myself and say, Rashan, is everything okay, sis?
Read the comments. You know my glasses are, please, Mr. K. Oh, praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Y'all know, I'm getting old. I can't read stuff anymore.
It's okay. Look at this.
Okay, someone asked me. They said, "Did birth controls help with the heavy cycles?" It did for me. What? Not only did birth control pills not help me, I got pregnant on birth control pills.
Wow.
777. I am that 1% of people who get pregnant on the pill.
Wow. Everybody had that ortho 777 too. I remember being on that.
Yeah, Orthonovum 777.
Yep.
Hello.
I was sneaking. Taking birth. It's awful. It's so awful. I'm glad I became a pretty successful person.
But I figure if I got pregnant on the pill, my son was supposed to be here.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Althea's on here. Hey, Althea.
Hey, Althea.
It's a real situation. It's a real thing.
Yeah, man. Somebody said I have one more baby.
Absolutely not. My children, well, my oldest son is about to be 25 this month, and my youngest is 22. You don't have a 25-year-old, a 22-year-old, and then a baby. It's their time now, baby. It's not my time anymore.
I know that's right. I'm cool on the kids.
I'm cool on the kids.
On
changing diapers. I am cool on childcare. I am cool on having to hire somebody to come in when I have to travel. I am cool on potty trained inks.
Ooh, somebody said hello from Trinidad. Hey.
I'm gonna be so fine come February because I'm working on myself right now.
Yes.
I'm going with you to Carnival.
It's gonna be amazing, man. It's gonna be amazing. I love that place.
Someone said, out of all the sisters, who do you think would get pregnant again? I think either Tamar or Tawanda.
What?
I do. I think Tamar has a child who's young enough to have a sibling because her son is only 7. And Tawanda and Tamar are both in new relationships. You know what I mean?
Sometimes right.
Have a man who does not have any children and they would like a child for themselves. Thank God with Gabe, he did not want any more children. Thank you. And with Vaughn, he doesn't want any more children because our children are the same age. So but you do have to be on one accord with whoever you're with, because you have to want the same things. Mm-hmm. Fam, Rashan Ali.
What's happening with the Rattlers? You know I go in and out.
Yes. I thank you so much, Rashan Ali. I'm going to get on with my sister, Traci.
Yes. Hey, Traci.
I appreciate you.
This was fun. I like this.
Sunday, Rock. I hope to see you again on Tuesday.
Yes.
So I do this every Tuesday, every Friday at 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, Rock, we have like a virtual happy hour where we talk to everybody.
Yes. I like that.
People on and have real conversations about situations that affect us every day. And I will say this before I get off the phone with you. Tamar went online with Wendy Williams. Mm-hmm. And she said that I took her elderly mother, to Walmart. Number one, nothing against Walmart. I'll take an endorsement anytime. But we did not go to Walmart. We went to K. Rogers. There were some staples that my mom really, really needed, which is none of anybody's business. But my mother's not an elderly woman. She's a grown woman. And if she asks me to take her somewhere, the answer is yes. So at the end of the day, my grown behind mother had somewhere to go, and I took her there, and that's what I'm supposed to do as her daughter. And that's
absolutely. Amen. All right.
Some people know it is Kroger, but it's
I know. You're welcome.
The building in the highway.
Bye. Oh God, love you.
I love
Bye,
you.
baby. Love you too.
Appreciate it.
Of course, my pleasure.
All right, talk to you soon.
Okay, babe. Bye.
Okay. So I'm not sure how many women are dealing with I'm gonna say COVID don't have nothing on menopause. It is so real in these streets. I am about to go to my sister Traci, if that's okay with you guys. Yes, I'm eating peanuts. And we're gonna see what Trey Ray talking about. Uh-oh. Live with. How do you do this? Tracy gone? Where Tracy gone? Can you go on my iPad and look for Tracy? Oh, there she is. I got her. Oh. Uh-oh. I can't hit add. Mr. Dad can't hit add. Oh, no. Yo. Oh, there we go. Boom, boom. Waiting for Tracy. Tracy's coming on. Yay!
Well, Trina, you act like I was lost or something.
What happened?
You act like I was lost or something. I'm trying to find Tracy. Like I
had
was
to
lost.
scroll up and down, Trey Ray. Hey, Ray.
Hey, Tree.
So, Trey.
I loved your interview before me. Hey, Rashan.
Hey, Ray. So I was talking to the people about menopause and ablations.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you talk to the good people about ablations and what that is, and hysterectomies and private summers?
Oh wow! Ablation means they strip your walls and things like your cervix walls, and to try to get it's so hard to explain because there's so many ablations, characteristics and syndromes.
So
sometimes people have ablations like they do a DNC. Some people do ablations that get rid of fibroids.
Mm-hmm. For me, yes.
I had about 6 ablations.
Tracy, they're saying they can't see your face.
Oh, no. Okay.
Hey, Ray.
So, it was, I had to do many ablations and things like that before I had to do hysterectomy. I had different doctors because I always had to have a second opinion. Mm-hmm. Being African American, being a Black American, mm-hmm. They always want to do tests on you. My sisters know, Trina, you know, I always had a problem with my cycle. I was the woman in the Bible.
With the blood? No, right.
With the blood issues. I always did, you know. But after they gave me my hysterectomy, everybody know I was like 238 pounds. Whew. They took, I still have some fibroids in it. They took total 27 fibroids out of me.
Dang, Ray, I didn't even know it was 27 of them.
9 of them was the size of grapefruits. So that's why it was that big. When you have fibroids give you estrogen. Estrogen gives you weight. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, and when we was growing up, Trina, you know, I was a skinny mini. I was so skinny, I had an extra bone poking out of my chest, and it looked like I had 3 boobies. So, I was a skinny chick. So
yeah, we were both super skinny. And I'm gonna tell you.
Oh yeah.
I think I would rather have been a fat chick that got skinny, and then instead of a skinny chick that got fat.
Cause girl, I got so many stretch marks. I got so many map waves. You might as well look up and say Waze and got Traci name up on there. And showing you. I can't say that. I can't say that was Waze.
No.
Well, at least I can laugh at myself because it's funny. At first, I couldn't do it, but now I can. Because I'm sexy.
So, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you regret having the hysterectomy? Do you feel like the ablation just wasn't enough?
Girl, ain't nobody trying to have no babies around here.
I'm not. Girl,
it's Netflix and date night. It's Netflix and date night over here. Oh. But I have PGAD, so that was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Explain PGAD to the good people.
It's a persistent genital arousation.
Oh yeah, what she was going through for Christmas that year at Timmons.
Traci, I just remember when we were filming for Braxton Family Values, and we would be somewhere and you'd be like, what's wrong with you? And you just have.
You know what? Okay. I know not every woman. But most women, when they at their desk and they at their computer and they typing and stuff, Trina, when you think about something go on that thing right there, you be like, woo.
I don't even
every now and then.
That, Ray.
But it's constant with me. It's not like it used to be.
Do you still have it?
I do. It's not as bad as it used to be.
Surely you just.
It's the best thing ever. Soretta ain't going nowhere. Your brother-in-law ain't going nowhere.
I'm sorry, I'm melting. Like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Get up. Just get up. I'm going to pull you up. Puppet.
Oh my gosh, Trey.
True story. At first, I thought it was the grossest thing ever. And talking to a lot of other women that's going through it, they were like, Traci, I don't like it. It's I don't like it. God says, be ye also ready. And I'm ready.
What does that happen to God?
Because he said, be ye also ready.
Milady said, OMG, it happened to her. What happened to you, Milady?
Right. What happened was,
right.
I'm telling you,
Ew,
I would have to take showers upon showers and put not talcum powder, Trina. Nobody puts talcum powder no more. They talked about us, you and I, so bad when I said about my clutch, and it's tight because it is in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah.
CL, and I didn't know what you were about to say, Traci. I didn't know what you were about to say. Sometimes, we got to sit these things with Traci on them. Oh, my God.
Well, at least I tell the truth.
CL,
you want me to tell the truth or tell a lie?
And someone is asking, how do they get PGAD?
I can't tell you, but the medicine that I was on, because I did the ablation, I did Mirena, I did everything. So when you have to do those things, they give you antibiotics. They have to give you antibiotics.
How do you get? Wait. How do you get antibiotics for an orgasm? They want to take it away.
I was allergic to it. So by me being allergic to it, I'm allergic to penicillin.
Wait. You were allergic to orgasms, or
no? I was allergic to the medication. So what the medication did,
my Lord,
it made everything heightened. Everything was swollen. I was allergic to it. So like different medications, like if you take something for your lungs and it's not good for your lungs. So I'm allergic to penicillin. Really? You really fixed your glasses like that, Tree?
I did, Ray. Wait, let me take a sip.
I know. Tawana gonna be so mad. Huh?
Oh, it's Tawanda on because she was doing her launch for her lady
Yeah,
line.
but when I was talking to her before I talked to you, you know, because we got those multiple phones, she was like, Tracy, we need to get that off your phone. I know. But anyway, I was allergic to the medication that they gave me. I'm allergic to penicillin.
Mm-hmm.
So the medicine they kept giving me, it was a different medication. They're trying to, you know, make sure. Because whenever you do things like that, you have to do penicillin. Not penicillin, but some kind of antibiotics. Trina,
Are you allergic to all of the cillins, like amoxicillin?
I'm allergic to Biaxin. I'm allergic to the Z-Pack. So I really cannot get this virus that's really going around. I can't get it because I'm allergic to it. I'm allergic to half the stuff that they have. And when that happened, everything, also like Gaia-Lintrim, the stuff that you use, the stuff, if you have a yeast, I can't even get a yeast infection.
Oh, Gamalotrimin.
I can't even use that because I'm allergic to it. Yeah.
When I get a yeast infection then?
Girl, thank God for one husband and nothing else, because I will bust you in your mouth.
Acidophilus?
They give me now, it starts with a T. Stuff this a T. But anywho, I'm allergic to it. So when that happened,
like infection medicine that starts with the, okay, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that. Yeah.
So when that happened, it heightened everything. All of that was swollen. Even my woman's part. I can't hear you. Trina muted us. Trina muted me. I can't hear you. I'm going to get out and come back.